Now, let me add something very important. 2019, the Nobel Prize is not just for knowing better about that the main control is somewhere else, but here the scientists are trying to make some chemical very similar to something which is naturally there in the plants. So that chemical may take few years, but why to wait few years? Our nature and God is already producing it in ample, but it is in plants. And I can tell you, I have list of research paper as you can see here, and these research paper is from last 10-15 years only. In last 10-15 years, scientists could understand that it is the plant bioactive, those molecules which are the deciding factor whether you are going to suffer from cancer or heart disease or whether you are going to be healthy. The only thing is, only one thing, if you have abundance of more amount of those plant bioactives, plant molecules, then even if you were sick, you will get cured. That is not my opinion, of course it's my opinion, but that is something which is the conclusion of all this journal report. So these are, if you want the link of this, I can give you at the end, but the conclusion is the person is sick only because of one reason, when those plant bioactive is in less quantity, in less amount. And if the person is sick and you increase the quantity of those plant bioactive, then the disease process can reverse. So here I can conclude with one example. This is the biggest ever study on nutrition and human health. It started in 1990, it finished in 2017. You see, 27 years of study. And in this study, it was 195 countries participated in the study. Finally, it came in 2019 in the medical journal. So this year only, 2019, this is 2019, right? So, but you may not be knowing about this study because this study, whatever it concludes, that cannot make maybe a big business, but it can make a big sense. So here they found that the country and the people who eat more plants are the people who are less sick. And the country and the people who eat more animal are the people who are more sick. So that consistent result was published in Lancet 2019, that is in the beginning of this year, and that is a long study, 27 year, 195 country. It is a huge study, and the result is something similar to what you're seeing here. So even American Heart Association this year, 2019 guideline, they changed their guideline. In the guideline also they included that you increase the quantity of plants and vegetables, and you decrease the quantity of animal protein, and you remove milk product as a food. So that happened in last 200 years, the first time it happened, then that when milk and milk product is removed from the food list. Now milk is no more a food, officially milk is no more a food, right? Like this is not a food, right? It cannot be in a food list. Right? It may look to be good, you can keep it in your hand or pocket, but do you want to eat it? No, because you want to eat food and you do not recognize this as a food, right? Similarly, now American Heart Association, one of the great body, they have recognized that dairy product and milk product is no more a food. So they have dropped it from the list of food because it is seen, it is not improving your health condition, it is not making your bones stronger, it is giving you heart disease. And being a representative for heart, they were forced to take milk away from the list. Just imagine, dairy industry is such a strong industry, in spite of that they had to remove it. This means their evidence against milk must be substantial and consistent. So they did not have any choice than to remove it altogether. They did not say reduce it, they just say drop it, right? And that is really amazing. And it is not just American Heart Association. This year, 2019 is a great year for medical science, not medical pharmacy. And that is, you see, Canadian Food Guideline 2019. What you can see, what you can recognize, more than 50%, only plants and raw vegetables. And rest, grains. And if you see animal food, if at all it looks like animal food, that is very, very small amount, right? It is mostly plant-based proteins, right? So the picture they did not elaborate. You see, the Canadian guideline, they just launched this picture, but they did not say what is this white, right? With some dairy product, little bit, right? So they have squeezed this and they have increased it, right? Slowly, slowly, dairy product, animal product, they are taking it, making smaller every time, and slowly, slowly, they are increasing the fruits and vegetables, right? And so it is a clear indication, which was also proved in this year Nobel Prize winning science, that if you increase this quantity, so what will happen? A cancer patient who is having more blood vessel or less blood vessel? More. So the moment you start eating this way, the body will reduce the blood vessel from the cancer cells, and automatically the cancer cell will die their own death. On the other hand, the body will increase the blood vessels towards the heart if some heart cells are dying, and the chest pain or angina or any discomfort or fatigue, all those things are going to get reversed, it is going to get corrected. And that really happens within few days. I know, because we have been doing it for last several years. So you see, what do you think, what is this? You may be thinking it is a vegetable shop, but it is not a vegetable shop. It is a medicine shop. Now in USA, if you go to big hospitals, they have started, along with pharmacy with P, they started with pharmacy. Pharmacy means in the medicine shop, a side part of the medicine shop is with fruits and vegetables. This means the doctor prescribe, okay, take 2 blood pressure medicine and 1 kilo carrot and 1 kilo tomato, like that they prescribe. And then so this Geisinger is a chain of hospital, very, very big hospital in USA, and recently they started that in all their hospital, in all their pharmacy shop, right? A section is with the medicine, of course, and section is with the fruits and vegetable. And in US, fruits and vegetable, since it is recognized as a medicine, so when the doctor prescribes fruits and vegetable, so that comes under the health insurance also. That is reimbursable, because that is not a food, that is a medicine. They are not eating food, they are eating fruits and vegetables like a medicine. So that is covered under medical insurance. So it is given the same kind of importance in health insurance like any medicine. So why I am showing this example? Because these are already happening, which many of you who keep on joining my training program, you might have seen, right? I've been talking about it for last 5 years, but now it is more convincing, because now you can see the thing which we have been talking for last several years. Now world is changing and they are really following what we were thinking one day. In Vietnam also, it has been now 7 years under Research Institute of Complementary Health Sciences, which is licensed by Ministry of Science and Technology. We are prescribing DIP diet, right? DIP diet, how many of you know? Many of you know, right? And thank you. And the this is a step 1, that means till 12 noon you have to eat only fruits as much as you can, mostly in relation to your weight. If your body weight is 70 kg into 10, that becomes 700 grams, and that is the minimum. And during lunch and dinner, before eating the standard vegetarian meal, you have to eat vegetables and fruits. What quantity? Your weight into 5. My body weight is 70 into 5, that becomes 350 grams or more. And only step 3, for those who do not know, that you stop packed food, dairy product, animal food, and you take lot of sprouts and nuts, fruits and sunlight. If you can do it, you have seen that it takes 3 days for most of the people to reduce the blood sugar or to stop the medicine. It takes about 5 to 7 days to stop the blood pressure medicine. Now, sometimes the people, they get scared, should I really stop the blood pressure medicine? Doctor said that, oh, once it started, it cannot be stopped. But the truth is, if you don't stop it, you will never get cured. Only after stopping you get cured. So today with me, one of the great doctor from Gujarat, Dr. Dharmesh. Are you here, sir? Yes, please. He is having the biggest chain of dental clinic all over Gujarat, and recently on 20th, Surjit ji, he is going to open a clinic in Abu Dhabi or Dubai, right? So, Dr. Dharmesh